Well, hello everybody. As many of you are aware, I am working on a new book, a savory recipe book, and we're coming towards the end of it. And there's a few videos that I wanted to include in the book that when I originally recorded them, they were poor quality. And in this instance of the tomato with ham and cheese croutons, tomato soup with ham and cheese croutons, we went through a learning process on the video about reconstitution. So just to make the book nice and tidy and neat, and where people can go look at a video that isn't an experiment, I want to redo a few of my videos, and this is one of them. So today we are going to redo my tomato soup with ham and cheese croutons. John and Bibbs tomato soup with croutons redux. Alright, so what we need to do, I got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is my bacon tray for the oven, so that your fat renders from the bacon. So we're going to use that. We are not going to butter our bread because we're doing it in the oven. And all I am going to do and this is Velveeta original cheese. This Velveeta melts nicely. So all I'm going to do is put a slice of Velveeta on there. And a half a slice of ham on there. And this is nice deli Black Forest ham. Like so. And a slice of cheese on top. Alright, so let's get these popped in the oven. I'm going to keep a close eye on them. When those are toasty brown, I'm going to flip them over and do the other side. Get that toasty brown, and I'll be right back. Okay, so earlier I told you 350, and it was actually 450 that my oven is on. So these are nice and crispy toasty now. So what I'm going to do is cut these in little squares. I'm going to cut it in half, cut each half in half, and do the same this way. Put them on my tray. Just like that. I'll see how many I can fit on this tray, because this is all I got is on this tray. One tray. We'll get as much as we can on there. Well, there's my 6 pieces right there, and that's all I got room for. And I need 3 trays for my tomato soup, so 6 sandwiches it is. Alright, so I'll get this in the freezer, freezing solid, and we'll start on the soup. Alright, we're not going to break the bank on this one or get too complicated. I got 2 family size cans of tomato soup from Campbell's. One, two, and we're going to do it the only way there is to do tomato soup, which is add milk. We're going to add 2 cans of milk. One, two. Alright, let's put that up on high, maximum, start. We're just going to heat that up until it's all incorporated. And that's it. That's tomato soup. Good tomato soup too. I know it's not homemade, but I love my Campbell's tomato soup. Okay, we don't really need to cook that. I just want to heat it up well to get that milk incorporated with the tomato soup. So I'm going to put 4 cups per tray. And if my math is right, that is exactly, this should make exactly 3 trays. Okay, there you go. That's 40 hours. Boy, I don't know what happened to my recording when I was traying this up. But what I ended up doing was putting 3 1/3 cups per tray, because I ended up with about 10 cups of soup. So we're still going to use 3 squares. So 3 squares should be just roughly about a cup, I guess, of soup. So what we're going to do here, and my croutons came up very nicely. What we're going to do here, we're going to get my gallon bag, gallon Ziploc bag. We're going to do these 3 squares at a time. It just saves me a lot of weighing and all that stuff. I'm going to do 3 squares, put it in my Ziploc bag. And we're going to crush that up into a nice fine powder. I learned from experience that this rehydrates so much better when it's a powder. And we're going to take that powder and put that in our Mylar pouch. Like such. So there's my soup powder. I got 6 of these sandwiches that I did. So we're just going to take a handful of those croutons. Try and divide that into 10, you know what I mean? For my soup. Now in the Ziploc bag that I'm going to put in there with the croutons, I am not going to seal that. I'm just going to roll that like that. Drop it in the top of the bag. And we'll seal this bag for now with a Ziploc. I'll do that 9 more times and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got those all bagged up with the croutons. I'm now going to open my packet of 10 O2 absorbers. These are 300 cc's. So I'm just going to open these up one at a time, drop in an O2 absorber, and ziplock it shut. At this stage you can press out as much air as you want. So let me get this done and I'll be right back. Okay, so everything's got an O2 absorber. My sealer has preheated. So I'm just going to pop these in here. 1000, 1000, 1000. There you go. Beautiful seal on that. I really love this sealer. I mean, I have no doubt that I'm getting good seals now. Those impulse sealers give you a real thin line. And this is a nice wide seal that's kind of like corrugated. Looks very professional. And there's no doubt that it is sealed. What do you think of that? And it's so easy to use. Now you do have to bear in mind that this is very hot, just like an iron. There you go. You saw me do that in real time, all 10 bags. So let's turn that off. I'll let that cool down. We'll get this put away and do a taste test. Okay, it's been a couple days. I'm finally getting around to doing my taste test for my tomato soup with croutons. Oh, let's get this open. Alright, let's pull out my Ham and Cheese Croutons and my O2 absorber. There's my soup powder. And that was a cup of soup when it was fully when it started out. So I'm going to add a cup of water because the juice or the powder shouldn't be much extra. So we're just going to add a whole cup, and that makes it nice and easy. I took that hot water right out of my Keurig, so it's almost boiling. Alright, that's all zipped shut. Make sure, because I don't want to make a mess. Alright, let's give it a good shake. Ooh, that's hot. We want to get in these grooves here and make sure we get all that. Alright, I'm just going to let that sit for a couple minutes and I'll be right back. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm so used to doing my 2 minutes and 2 minutes. This is soup. It ain't gonna need no rehydration. So I'm just gonna give that a nice stir in there with my spoon. If I was out in the field, I would put my croutons in there and eat it right from the pouch. But let's show you what it looks like in the bowl. Looking good. Alright, give that a stir. Oh yeah, that tastes good. Let's put some of my croutons in there. And let's do a taste test and see, enjoy my bowl of soup. Give me a nice crouton there. That's good. Oh yeah. Who doesn't like tomato soup with a grilled ham and cheese sandwich? Which is kind of what we got here. Very good. The cheese in the center of that grilled ham and cheese gives it a nice crunch because it's not going to rehydrate. And just like as if you were dipping your grilled ham and cheese, the bread goes soggy pretty quick. But if you were dipping that in your soup, it would do the same. Which is why that cheese gives it a nice texture too. That is good. The soup tastes like I just made it. There you go. Ah, what are you doing, John? Don't be shy. Just pick that bowl up and finish that. That's how you finish off a bowl of soup. Well, I enjoyed that. That was very good. Rehydrated perfectly. So, I wouldn't change a thing on that. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.